Welcome to a out of the box preview video. If you've been watching any of my other videos, you've probably see I've been unboxing every now and then some role-playing games, and I've been looking at some kind of solo adventuring. And the kind of top of the list, I've been looking at Alien, because I'm a big fan of Alien, but I'm also very keen on Blade Runner. And I'm looking at how I can run these as solo RPGs. And that's going to require some kind of oracle for choices. So I did a bit of research and I was looking at the oracles, and that's what this video is about. I have picked an oracle and I've built it from print and play. So this is the GameMasters Apprentice 2nd edition Cyberpunk, because I'm in the Alien Alien Blade Runner type worlds. I thought Cyberpunk is probably the closest, rather than going to some fantasy oracle. And what I'm going to do in this video is show you what's there and what you get, in case you want to build an oracle of your own. So in terms of the build, it is 60 cards. So the oracle comes with 120 sides. I'm going to go through these in a bit more detail later on. In terms of the build, very easy. I've just printed it, cut them, cornered them, and double-sided them with a magic card between them, and then sleeve them. That gives you a 60 card deck for your oracle, which you can then just shuffle and flip over as you want, and gives you a lot of randomization. I bought this, I think, from RPG Drive-Thru RPG. I'll put a link down below. And this, I was quite surprised, well, excited. I got the cards, obviously, but you also get a couple of booklets, and I have bound those and printed them, and I'll do those first, and then we'll come back to the deck. So the booklets that came with it is a set of instructions about how you use the deck, what are the odds are, how you use them in a solo RPG type environment. Really useful stuff. So that was an interesting edition. And also you get a second little booklet called the Adventure Guide for the Cyberpunk, which is the deck that I purchased, and gives you an outline of how you do a framework for building a Cyberpunk adventure. I'm going to use it for my Blade Runner. I've already got one for Alien RPG, so that one I'll probably use, the one that I found online. But again, if you're interested in solo RPG, not only do you get the oracle, but you get a whole lot of frameworks for starting your first adventure. And I found that was a really neat addition to when I purchased this online. But of course, the thing that's most interesting about this is what's actually on the cards. Let's zoom in and have a look and see what happens. So ultimately, when you're playing with one of these decks, you're looking for the oracle to give you choice points or things to do in choices. And so you've got lots of information, and depending on your current scenario situation, you draw a new card. You give it a shuffle, you draw a card, you split the card, and that gives you the decision making that you normally get from a Game Master. So we've got, what have we got? I've got the list down here. I've got 14 different things on each card. So first of all, we have a difficulty generator up here, a number from 1 to 10. And so you draw a card and you get a random number from 1 to 10, which you can use for some generator of a number. You've got likely odds. So if you are having to make some kind of decision and you reckon the odds are either bad or even or good, this will give you some different combinations of values randomly generated. So say you're going to try and bribe a guard at a security checkpoint, and you think, oh, the chances are evens. You draw a card, and on this one, yes, with an exclamation mark. So that's a really successful one. Maybe you drew this one, even chances, you get a no. So it kind of mixes it up. You've got a dice wheel. So you can look at that even a bit closer. You've got every kind of dice that you want. You've got 4-sided, you've got 6-sided, you've got 20-sided. Basically, it's a random dice generator on a set of cards. And you get an arrow, depending on directional interest. What else we got? 4. We've got icons for added flavor. You draw a card, you want something to, you're finding an item, something that you see in the environment. You find a locked door. Maybe you see, you stand on something. Maybe you pull this card and you've got a stopwatch, something's happening, or you see a shadowy figure in the corner. Again, the cards give you these prompts. And there's 120 cards to go with. Number 5 is your random event generator along the top. So if you want a random event, you pick a card. In this case, we've got maybe remember, repulsive, stockpile. What's going to trigger? Maybe you combine it with your symbology. You've got like biohazard. You remember some kind of repulsive biohazard that's in a stockpile somewhere. We're using these cards to either drive the narrative or help us make choices. 6, we've got sensory, they call them sensory snippets. Distant revelry, crackling arc of electricity, cold steel presses, nervous sweat. Pick another one. Day-old krill cakes, sudden weightlessness. So again, you're looking for something that maybe you roll a dice 1 and 4 and say you hear the rain drumming against top of the cavern, the car, whatever is happening. 7, what's this one here? We've got like a map icon, and that gives us different directions. We can use that to determine relationships between people. Some of them have got, again, if I zoom it in a little bit, some of them are straight lines, some of them are dotted lines, some of them are closed off. And again, that gives you a kind of a mappy type randomization. 8 are sets of names. So you want some names for a non-player character. Each card has got 3 sets of names that you can use to Ada, Xavier, Ahsoka. Again, to liven up your non-player characters. And each of them may have a different trait. So you say, let's pick one of these. They're either honest or they're greedy, or they do singing. Mercy, treachery, overdressed. Maybe you want to pick one from this card. They've got charity, and then maybe the second one, there's sloth, and the third one, my character NPCs cracks their joints. They crack their knuckles. We're getting a bit old. Number 10 is card number. That's less interesting. I guess if you wanted a random number from 1 to 20, you could shuffle them up and grab a number. 11 is text flavor. So we're doing Cyberpunk here, and so we're looking at grab bag deck collectors, some kind of LLC, mad, brovatizing, whatever that is. Piano Tuners Anonymous, if you want a name of some mysterious corporation. Lucky Dip Organ Bank, again giving you some lakeside guard security. 12 is situation, catalyst, locational stakes. So here we've got malfunctioning abilities, sprawling law, uphold the law. If you want some catalyst you've got a runner job gone wrong. What's going to start your next part of journaling your adventure? Refugee camp, you find, maybe overthrow a leader. Flip it over, net access lost, desert, find a cure. For the Fool's Guild, this helper, ancient relative, who's currently ill, called Rena, who has diligence and very flamboyant. You can build things, that's by travelling around the card. 13, belongings, things you might find. Sufficiently advanced inhuman implant, skeleton key, total autonomy. What's this one? Tools or weapons, pry bar, fire axe, or a plasma welder. This one's an incredible disguise, fresh eyeballs. Face morph, DNA remixer. Again, these ones are all very cyberpunky. This one's a personal scandal. illicit affair, illegal gene modding, slaver connections. Again, giving you all kinds of things to generate more of your narrative. And the last one, 14, is a scene type. Unique, quick encounter ideas. So pick one at random. A foe makes an aggressive move. A rival issues a deer. Kind of reminds me, that one's like Firefly. Swords at Dawn. Social or status challenge. Ongoing threat crescendos. Disaster looms. So again, you can bounce around the cards. You've got lots of choices. There's 14 things, 14 categories on each card, and then within those categories there's multiple elements. 120 cards. Like I say, sleeving them gives you a 60 card deck, which is definitely shuffleable. I really like it. I'm going to use this probably with Alien and or Blade Runner. See how they go. In terms of oracles, this looks like it's got a lot of flexibility, lots of different options. Really like it. I'll put a link below. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe and like.